I know what you're thinking. You thought I was gonna mess up today and have a little cute little intro, but no, I got it now. He ready? Let's get to the video. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Franknthecity here, and I am back again to do my second round of me kind of introducing myself to you guys and you getting to know a little bit more about me. So I wanted to do this one a little different and get actually my friends to ask me questions via Snapchat. I don't know what these fools are going to ask me, so we're going to really just go through this together. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you stick around to watch it. So let's jump right into it. So the first video message I have is actually from Brashay. I met Brashay in grad school. Hey Brashay. She loves makeup Shayla just as much as I do. That's basically our sister, and you know, she just came out about her relationship or whatever. So we're really excited about the wedding and helping Shayla plan it and everything. So shout out to Brashay. Let's see what she asked me.
Hey boo, so I want to know how you stay motivated, especially when you're feeling extremely stressed or sad or distraught. What keeps you going?
How do I stay motivated? I think I stay motivated because I know that my friends, my family, the people in my community back home, I feel like they kind of look to me as someone who has kind of made it out and is doing great things up here in the DMV area. And that's what motivates me, because I want the next person to know that they can make it. I want someone who would possibly be in my shoes to know that, hey, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to mess up. You can still do it. So I think that's what keeps me motivated. And just, you know, having so many people being my support system, my grandmother and my grandparents, my uncles and my uncles, just my support system overall. My support system is 100. So shout out to them, because they're really why I keep going even when I don't really want to keep going. So that was a great question, Brashay. My next question is from Arcelia. Let's see what she asked.
Following you on social media, we can all tell that you're a very trendy person. What advice would you give to those who are also in college and around your age group who just want to stay trendy as well?
I laugh because she looks a mess. I love you, Sue. What advice would I give? Well, for me, people be thinking I got a whole lot of money, and I really don't. I just stay in the thrift store. I will go to any and every thrift store. I will thrift until I can't thrift anymore. And I think that's why I stay so trendy, because, you know, people don't have what I have on most of the times. And I find cheap things. Like, I wait for things on ASOS to go on clearance. I cop them. And to me, ASOS is like an app. So I'm on there constantly going through all the different tabs. Everything they have, taking my time. And I like stuff just to wait till it goes down, just so, you know, I'm not about to spend a whole bunch of money. So I think I've just learned how to be a bargain shopper, because I've been a broke college student for a very long time. So let's see what Kiasia asked me. I also met Kiasia in grad school.
What advice would you give yourself as a teenager? If you could go anywhere right now in the world, where would you go and why? And
She asked my 3 questions.
what do you think your biggest flaws are?
Okay, so if I remember correctly, she asked me, what did she ask me? I can't remember the first question. I really can't. My memory is very bad. I have to replay things twice. I think I know the place I would go is Bora Bora. I just saw this vlog about Bora Bora, and they had like their own little bungalow type situation, and it was just beautiful. So now I'm obsessed with Bora Bora, and I have to go to Bora Bora. I think my biggest flaw is that I'm kind of a perfectionist. I really am in some senses. Like, I waited a long time to start this YouTube channel because I wanted to have the lighting. I wanted to have the backdrops. I want to have the equipment necessary. So I want everything to be perfect. When I do things for work or anything when it comes to like me taking pictures for Instagram, me blogging, me vlogging, me doing an event, me doing anything in the curvy plus size community, I feel like I'm a perfectionist, and sometimes it's okay. Like people can know that you have a few flaws. So that is something that I always work on. And Kiesha, I really cannot remember your first question. I'm gonna have to replay it.
What advice would you give yourself as a teenager?
What advice would I give myself as a teenager? The advice I would give myself as a teenager would be to never give up, and that you'll be okay. I really struggled when I was a teenager, losing both of my parents at a young age. So I always felt like, why me in kind of a sense, but I always was known as like the stronger person, the one that could really persevere. I am recording. I knew Keela was gonna call me while I'm recording. Like, I'm on Keela, I'm recording. I'm gonna have to call you back.
You didn't answer my question yet.
What was your question? You might as well go ahead and ask it while you're on the phone.
Okay.
This is what I have to put up with, people.
Are you recording like right now?
Right now, I'm recording. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Okay. You ready for my question?
Yes.
Okay. So anything else? Let's start from here.
No, I'm gonna keep everything.
Okay, well, hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Okay, so you listening? Okay,
Yes.
here's my question. Okay, so say someone has invited you to their home for a nice candlelit dinner. You're on a double date with this person and their friends that are a couple. Your date sits down to eat, but hops up to quickly grab the bottle of wine. Within seconds, you see a cockroach on his plate, and then it quickly flies away. No one saw it but you. Do you embarrass your date by telling them about the cockroach, or do you save face and let them eat it still? I mean, you don't want to embarrass them in front of the couple, but then again, you have to let your date eat the food that a cockroach was on.
Well, me personally, I would tell my date just because if that happened to me, I would want my date to know. But what?
Else that you let them know that you got roaches in the house.
How many people at the table?
3 other people. I mean, 2 other people.
Well, I mean, they already seen the roach, didn't they? Oh, so it's just me at the table and don't nobody that ain't seen the roach.
Did you not hear the damn question?
Don't be.
I typed it out very well.
Listen, so I'm the only one that seen the roach, but there's 2 other people at the table.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hell no. I'm gonna tell. He gonna have to they're gonna have to thug it out.
That was the question.
They're gonna have to thug it out because I'm not about to let everybody else know that I got roaches in my house.
Okay. No, the roach is on the counter at a cartilage. The person that invited you is in there.
Bye, Keela, because this question too long.
Motherfucker, I texted you the question. You can read it out.
I hope you know I'm not editing this out, and they're gonna see how you sit up and talk to me like you do. Don't try to fix it up now. Bye. Huh? Hell no, bye. Yeah, that was my crazy friend Shaquilla. I knew when I started recording this video that she was gonna FaceTime me at one point while I had my phone in my hand. So I was already really prepared. So we're gonna move right along. So the next question is from my one and only child, Slim. Let's see what he had to say.
What made you decide to move to Washington, D.C. and attend the University of Howard? What made who or what would you say influences you the most?
So what made me attend Howard? They have a really good master's program. I wanted to get out of the city. Joshua had went through the program and he had a really great experience. I didn't really want to do anything with my criminal justice degree. So I wanted to I knew I wanted to further my education, but I wasn't really for sure as what I wanted to do. And after just consulting with a few people, I made the conscious decision to come here. And it was probably the best decisions of my life because I wouldn't be standing here right now in front of you doing this had I not been here. So shout out to HU. What are some of my biggest influences? I would say I'm really influenced by the other people that I see around me doing the things that I ultimately want to do in life. So that really motivates me to get up and keep going because you're just not born into these different types of situations. You're not just dropped into being, these big high profile stylists and bloggers and things of that nature. You have to work for what you want. So just seeing all of my, well, I call them my mentors. They don't know it, but they are. Just seeing all of them matriculate through life and be so successful is just motivating in itself. The next question is from Nakilia. Hey, Keely. Let's see what she asked.
I was supposed to do this in the car, but I forgot. Okay, so my question is for Danny. I mean, Frank. My question is, I've seen you have a passion for fashion for a very long time. So my question is, what encouraged or persuaded you to finally start?
Sorry, my phone.
Always had the mind to do something this big. Why now?
So if I got her, hold on, I'm gonna replay it because I really want to get everything she
I've
said.
seen you have a passion for fashion for a very long time. So my question is, what encouraged or persuaded you to finally start your own blog, or what made you finally expand when you've always had the mind to do something this big? Why now?
That's a good question, Nakia. I should have knew Nakia was gonna come through with the questions because Nakia be coming through. Shout out to Nakia and shout out to my child Biggie. For me, I've always, like she said, I've always had a passion for fashion since I was very, very young. When I was at the University of Alabama, and most of you may know this, most of you may not, I was able to start my own modeling troupe on campus, the first modeling troupe to grace the University of Alabama's campus. And don't you ever forget it. And yes, that is shade. But I was the first. I was able to start that through Zach Coleman. He had a troupe at Troy University. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Moda Elite. Shout out to the Beta chapter. You know what's good. I'm sure my children are watching. I miss you guys so, so much. But I was able to do that, and that really showed me that, you can really do anything that you want to do. You can legit, like, no lie. You can really do anything you want to do. If it's something you can think about, you can actually really do it. You can accomplish it. Because I remember walking around campus, I was like, the campus, it has Greek, it has, all this other stuff, but there's no fashion. There's nothing going on with fashion, There's no stomping around the yard. There's no competing. There's no fashion shows. And me personally, I like going to fashion shows. So when there's not something there for you, you create it. And that's what I decided to do. So just spinning off of that, when I moved up here, I was like, well, what am I going to do now? Because I'm in grad school. I have to be more inclined to studying, going to my internships, and trying to make a few coin. So I was like, well, I'm going to try to get into fashion. I'm going to try to, expand myself, expand my brand because I know what I want to do. And I really didn't know where I wanted to fall, where I wanted to be, and what I wanted to do. I remember I went to this fashion show in April. It was District of Curse fashion show. And I was just going to the fashion show. It was an okay show. I then came home and I got a DM from somebody from National Curves Day. Aubrey. Shout out to Aubrey. He said basically that he had seen me at the show. They had been watching my Instagram page for a long time. And that they wanted me to come on as a social media coordinator. And I'm like, how you watching me and I don't even follow you? You don't follow me, so what you been doing, Aubrey? So that really showed me that when I got that phone call and they told me what they wanted me to help them do and how they wanted to work with me, I was just really floored, and that really showed me that anything I really wanted to do, that I could do it and I could be successful in doing it. So they really have, helped me build the platform that I stand on now, being a blogger and going heavily into that, about to do my own site, about to have my own campaign come out. So they really had a lot to impact that. But I've always wanted to be in this type of space, but I never knew exactly what lane I wanted to be in. And I'm a firm believer in not getting in someone else's lane and finding your own lane and just being able to navigate your lane, Because if you try to get in other people's lane, you miss out on your blessings. So you have to stay in your lane. So, you can get your blessings. So that's one of the reasons why I always, wanted to do it. And I just waited on God, and He really moved me. I didn't really know what this would bring, what I would do. Didn't know I would be standing in front of, behind the camera. I really fell in love with YouTube when I moved up here. So I was like, well, I done watched all the videos. I feel like I'm a professional YouTube watcher, so I might as well record my own because I have so much to say. So that was a long answer, but that was a great question to get. I have one last question. It's from my niece, my favorite cousin.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory. I would think that my favorite childhood memory would be going to Disney World, but I don't really remember that too well. But I would probably say just, what's my favorite childhood memory? So I really can't think of that, but I will tell y'all a funny story about Neen. She actually, when we were really young, we grew up in the sandbox. That's like, when we say we grew up in the sandbox, like literally we have pictures in a sandbox. And one day I was on her like little Jeep thing when you have it, and she was so mean, and she's still so mean. Like, she was always bullying me, but she would never let anybody else bully me. So if you tried to bully me and she was around, she was gonna bully you. But if you know, if it was just me and her, she wanted to bully me. And this little heifer pushed me off that the dirt bike. And I was crying, I was bruised up, and she gonna stand over me and say, "Don't get on my stuff again." And we both like, yay high. And I'm like, "Nee, we supposed to be cool. We in the sandbox. You my cousin, all that." And yeah, and I mean, but probably about 2 weeks later, she was probably pouring soda on somebody for me. So who really knows? But my favorite childhood memory, I had a great childhood, full of adversity, full of ups and downs, but for the most part, it was pretty good. So I think that was all the questions I had. I hope this video helped you guys know a little bit more about me and who I am as a person. No, I do have one more question. I'm so sorry. They didn't follow directions, so I honestly forgot. But someone asked me what kind of qualities do you look for in a significant other. I just would like someone who is funny, who is ambitious, um, bring something to the table. I'm not bringing the tablecloth, the plates, the spoons, the fork, the knives, the food, and you can just come sit down at the table. Like, you have to bring something to the table, because I know where I'm going in life. You have to be very goal oriented, and you have to be funny, and you got to be able to dress a little bit, because I just can't be out shitting on you all the time, because I'm a big fly. So you gotta, come with it just a little bit. You ain't gotta match my fly, but you gotta at least, do a little something, something. So that's pretty much it. Just be honest and real, because that's a story. That's a whole story for another day. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. But I am living life to the fullest. I am loving the shoes I'm in. I'm loving the life that I'm living. And it's just really good. Franknthecity is about to do some really big things. I hope you guys stick around to see everything I have going on. I'm actually getting ready to go to an event this weekend. We're going to have a sickening recap video for you guys. Oh my God. It ain't going to be nothing but thick women and in the pool, baby. We're going to dive in the pool, honey. So I am so excited about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions for me, ask them down below, because I will answer them. I'll probably do another fun tag like this later on down the line. So don't forget to subscribe to your boy and like this video. Give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and hit that bell button so you can know when I post. Because, sometimes YouTube just be doing what it want to do. And, I want y'all to know when I done got on here and said something. You see this eye? Because I'm watching y'all, and I'm waiting. Go ahead. I'll wait. I ain't got nothing to do. Y'all did it yet? That's going to be it. I will catch you guys next time. Franknthecity is out.